Hey guys, this is John with the Alpha Channel update for Monday, June 10th here in Los Angeles. I hope it's June 10th. I have no idea, to be honest. But today we're doing Conan 20, and I owe Gil Kane an apology because it appears that what he did with book 18 and possibly 19 too, I don't have 19, may have been what's called a fill-in book, where Barry Smith got backed up and could not complete his, book that month, and Gil Kane did a fill-in. And I also bashed his cover for being not full-size, and this one's not full-size either. Although you got the Grim Reaper in this one and a giant black dog. It would have been better if it were a Black Panther, but you can't have everything. Just, black cats are cool. Conan with the girl, it's Barry Smith again, and the magic is back. This is an amazing comic. Every panel looks like his heart and soul went into it. And it might just be that he has this Art Deco 1920s style of drawing girls. But I think he's improved. There's some stuff in here that's... So Conan's helmet got smashed in one of the last books. I don't know if it was the Gil Kane book or if it was one of the Barry Smith books. I saw it happen. I think it's the Gil Kane book. But one of the horns gets blasted. It might have been the Barry Smith. I don't know. And he's with this guy Fafnir. In the last book, this redheaded Viking is with Conan and their buddies in that book. They fight their way through the castle, and Conan ends up throwing that queen into the cesspool or whatever. But so Fafnir's his buddy, and Fafnir's been wounded with an arrow, and in this panel you see he's lost an arm. So he lost it because dirty water got in the wound. And just little things like this remind you just how dangerous it was back then and how much we take for granted things like clean water, you know? So in this story, Conan has to chase down, he wants revenge, and he's sneaking into a town with a bunch of other guys. That's what they're doing here. And he's looking for revenge. They're looking first for a god king. So apparently their god king from one nation has been stolen by another nation, and now he lives here with these people. And these people are saying he's happy here. You can't take him away from us. He's our god king. You can't have him back. And Conan happens to, once he gets into the castle, I'm not going to show every page. Big letters, columns in these books at this point. I didn't read them, but I did read this whole issue. And this is a really nice issue. By issue 20, you're able to find really high quality. I think I paid $30 probably for this. Tops, because I usually don't spend more than 20 or 30 bucks on old comics as a single issue. Look at this panel down here in the bottom. Just Barry Smith is an illustration god. Today was humbling for me. I showed you guys what I was working on yesterday. I erased that picture so many times and redrew it and redrew it. I'm skipping pages here. And redrew it. Here's Conan fighting the big black dog. Which really does look like a Black Panther. Forgive me for saying so. But so yeah, I was having trouble. I was redoing this piece here. The girl, her angle in this is really nice. I don't really like the kid's angle. The dog is at a bad angle too. And so I redrew it over and over and over again. This is my latest redrawing, which is just line art, not even line art, just gesture art, just gesture drawings and trying to get the positioning. Here's the other one I did so many times today. This sheet of paper has had so much erasing done to it just today. And I've not been able to get anything close to what I got on that 8.5 by 11, and it's been really frustrating and humbling. I was watching Shelby Robertson rip through page after page after page of inking, traditional inking with brush pens, and man, today was a rough day for me. So this is what I've been working on, and it's not working out so well. And it's a good place to... Here's some more Conan. This is the last page I'll show. Him fighting the dog. And this book leaves you on a cliffhanger. This is not a single issue story end. The character from the other Fafnir, Fafnir from the other book is in here, and he was he's 2 issues back. So this is new work for Roy Thomas. He's coming up with new stories at this point. It seems like 20 issues in, they probably don't have that much Robert E. Howard left to capitalize on. So also we've got our Wildwood card of the day, Wildwood Tarot. It's a really good card deck. It's amazing work. This is the Wildwood Tarot Knight of Vessels Eel. So I guess a vessel being a river or a body of water, and the knight of this vessel, the 5, is an eel. Just kind of clever, a water snake. So that's the Wildwood Tarot. Yeah. And I don't have any political drama. Oh, I do want to talk about, I got to watch, Todd McFarlane is doing portfolio reviews now. And I watched half of the first episode, the first entry of the first episode. This guy, Josh, man, his art was great, but he did a couple things that I learned from. One, he over-rendered it. He rendered everything because it looks cool, but you should use more blacks and leave more open space, which is what I was watching Shelby Robertson do. I don't know whose work he was inking today, but man, it was incredible. And I think this might still be the last 3 pages for an animation project. So it's not a lot of cross-hatching at all. It's almost all line art. So that's really amazing to watch. But the second thing that I heard on the Todd McFarlane stream was, obviously, as a writer, this has never been one of my issues, but this guy filled his panels. He filled his panels with great artwork. And Todd explained, look, if I pay you to do this background, that's amazing. It's great work. It's a great city here. But between the city and the character, there's no room for the dialogue balloons. And if I pay you to do it, and then I pay to have it inked, then I pay to have it colored, and then I pay to have it covered up, I'm just shooting myself in the foot. So as an artist, you have to leave room for the dialogue balloons. And it's funny too, because in like the Frost Giant's Daughter, which is still right here, I believe it is, in this book by Barry Smith, on the first page, there's a lot of, I saw Dale Keown complaining about this in his own work, which I didn't mention here, but they filled it up with panels and with the title, but this has got a lot of dead space too, as you can see. And that's, hey, that's an easy month. If you get to draw in the snow or in the desert, you just lucked out. You don't have to draw the jungle that month, So that's fair. That's fair. But dead space is a thing. Dead space is a thing just as much as too much stuff in the space. And my problem right now is composition and fitting the characters into the composition. It's really easy to fit a character into a blank page when they're not standing on anything. It's a lot different when they're in relation to other characters and they all have to be in proportion. So that was my struggle with the girl, was getting her in proportion to the little boy and the dog and the fish. And I'm going to be working on it tonight some more. So this is going to be short today. All right, don't have much else to say, but keep drawing, go skating, have fun, and talk to you guys tomorrow.